How goes it all? Welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. Today's subject matter, I'll be talking about specific damages that states within the United States of America are actually going to be facing, even with a lot of these states opening up. Now, with a lot of states beginning to open up businesses door to door, little by little, but the economic damages that are taking place right now, especially with the announcement of mega car rental companies like Hertz Rental Car Company filing for bankruptcy, with organizations like this filing for bankruptcy, it doesn't mean the end of the company when a company actually files for bankruptcy, but it does mean that there will be a reorganization of these companies, and prices of used cars are going to go down even more than they actually have already. Even prices of cars have gone down. The loans to get cars have gone down. Even certain car manufacturers are like, hey, no payments for the first 3 months and all that, because the inventory is not moving, due to what's, the COVID-19 crisis, unfortunately. And if you're in the market to buy a used car or a new car, it's definitely, turning into a buyer's market, nowadays for car sales. I mean, car sales weren't as high as expected, because of more public transportation efforts, Uber, Lyft, and things of that nature. A lot more people, especially with people moving back to the major cities, a lot of young people doing that, they just don't see a need for having a car. So, when it comes down to that can hurt a multitude, and I mean a multitude of industries, when it comes to car manufacturers, insurance companies, the suppliers, the dealerships. I mean, and there's so much, when it comes to even that part of the economy. And according to various articles that I've read, in April, nearly 16 million people lost their jobs, and I know the number has been going up a little bit. The unemployment rates have soared to 14.7%. That marked the biggest 1 month. I mean, that marked one of the biggest unemployment soars increases in a long time. Various organizations started tracking unemployment data in 1948, and the highest the unemployment rate has been right now since the Great Depression, even though most of the unemployment rates right now are for the most part temporary, so that's a good thing, obviously. Heck, over 150 corporations and counting, meaning that the numbers are still rising, have been affected, and more workers and other subsidiaries and contract organizations will be affected and are being affected by this unfortunate situation known as COVID-19. Remember, one thing in particular, family, the trickle-down theory is real and has always been in effect for decades, meaning that when one big corporation goes out of business, and then whole towns and other communities actually crumble economically. A great example is when General Motors left Flint, Michigan, and parts of Ohio. Those communities were, severely affected, and some even decimated to this day. I mean, the thing is, small family businesses make up most of the jobs within the United States, and if business does not have, customers, then that business will cease to exist and will go out of business. That's business 101. Heck, one of the predictions is if working people continue to play the money game the old-fashioned way, they will continue to lose economically. It's like my friend Ronald always says, mindset is everything. And just because you live in a cheaper state, if your spending habits are terrible and you're only earning money from your job, and the people that you associate yourself with know more about the NFL and Netflix than they do when it comes to leveraging their 401ks, their homes, trying to obtain ownership on some sort of level from owning a business, investing in businesses, purchasing stocks, bonds, gold, cryptocurrency, the whole freaking nine, then you are in fact will lose in the United States if you do not have that mindset. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with being a fan of sports and entertainment, but just, when it comes to educating yourself on the financial principles in a capitalistic country, it's in your best interest. I can't put it any other way. I've been saying this for a long time, long time, no matter who's in office, from the country, from the county, the city, the state, to the federal level, as far as the political nonsense goes. You cannot afford to only have a job and reside in your comfort zone. Those days are done. And if the information that you consume has to do with gossip, entertainment, and never circles around the topic of you can make money in economic moves, then you are in real big trouble. COVID-19 and various administrations, you are in trouble. Does not matter. It just depends on how high or how in the middle or how low, but you're still in trouble in that regards from an economic standpoint. Me personally, I'm not a fan of engaging with people who only want to talk about things that do not help people and bring economic whether it's big or small, prosperity to people's lives, because it just matters. If you don't believe me, unless you're getting your internet for free in the house that you reside in, it matters. Your food that you buy, everything revolves around money, whether you like it or not. Okay, whether you consume content, whether your lights are on, the water, the place you reside in. Remember, stop thinking Democrats and Republicans and start thinking assets, group economics, checkings, and savings, family. Time is of the essence, and time is money. When people want to defer you from prosperity, conversation, and implementation, then it's time to delete those people from your freaking contacts, in my personal opinion. I leave it at that, all right? And another thing, if anybody has a problem with affiliate marketing, then that just means it's not for you. But I've been hearing a lot of bad press about people who are part of affiliate marketing companies. They're saying people are preying on people because they've lost their jobs and whatnot. And this isn't anything negative towards a job or an organization. But when your job runs out, where are you going to run? And only you can answer that question. I can't answer that question for you. I can only answer it for myself and the people around me. But for those that are out there, when your job runs out and the unemployment runs out, where are you going to run to? Side hustles isn't inevitable. Having some sort of a home-based business is inevitable, or even bigger than that. If you want to buy into a franchise or just become an entrepreneur on your own, whether it's in real estate or various other industries, okay? It's time for people to have backup plans. I think Carrot Bars International, where there's no monthly fees, is a great backup plan and a great way to keep currency in your circle at more of an affordable price, all right? Now, it's a very simple business model. You buy gold, you refer people, you have them buy gold, you make money out there, specific commissions, and you go from there. You get paid on a Visa credit debit card, and you go from there. And you take the online training, you learn the people that you sign up under. If you signed up under my Carrot Bars International, I'm going to engage with you, because that's what it's all about, keeping currency in your circle. And if you only want to keep sports and entertainment in your circle and you're not even a part of those freaking industries, then you are in real big trouble. I leave it at that, all right? So not trying to be harsh, got to go, got some things to do. Hopefully you guys like the video. Definitely always remember, you can't get fired if you own the company. Stay humble, make money moves all day, every day, and don't forget to subscribe and check out the online stores if you want any specific products, especially from face masks, sanitizer gloves, hand sanitizers, etc. Right? Take care.